I already started rolling.
Oh, it's rolling?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, alright. Damn, bro. I'll have that someday. I don't know, not at this rate, dude. I haven't been growing as fast as I'd like to.
To remind all you fuckers, I'm still the shit.
Welcome back to the night shift, ladies and gentlemen. You're working late, and so are we, ironically. Time to clock the fuck in. Logan, what the fuck is good, bro?
Everything, man.
Wow.
Hey, can we start over?
Some big segments tonight, including a new Poets Corner and probably our most important menial task yet with Adam22. But first, some pre-cleaning. I'm joined tonight with Logan Paul. You may recognize him. Maybe, I don't know. Massive announcement today. The KSI Logan Paul rematch is happening on November 9th at the Staples Center. How you feeling, champ? Or soon-to-be champ?
Feel good, man. Yeah.
All right, you remember this from the set of The Thinning 2 back before you were a controversial YouTuber, prior to all the happenings in the foreign country. Rapid fire questions. Do you
Okay.
remember
Oh,
this?
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hit Logan with rapid fire questions. You guys may remember this as well. I just fired it off from the hip. Didn't write any of these things down. How do you feel health-wise?
Oh, hold on.
How do you feel health-wise?
Pretty great. No, I'm sick, dude. Can you tell?
What's wrong?
Nasal, some sort of sinus congestion.
What round will you win the boxing
2.
contest?
Number 2.
Any celebs that you would want in the crowd?
I want Bieber there. I want Biebs there.
Do you want to kiss a girl when you win, and if so, who?
Yes, absolutely. I would love to kiss my mom, my sweet mother on the cheek.
Sorry, I meant to tell you it's actually a makeout session. Do you stay with the same girl?
I'll stick with my mom.
Okay. If you could bring back anyone from the dead to be in your corner, who would it be?
Nikola Tesla.
Nicolas Cage. Okay.
Imagine.
How long? Sorry, Nikola Tesla. Did you say?
Yeah.
I think I misunderstood you.
Yeah, you
For
did.
what reason?
Just because I think he's got a brilliant mind.
How long do you think we'll live together for?
Unfortunately, multiple decades. I swear to God. I think we're each gonna find soulmates and still live with each other. Like, I need my future wife to like you so we can all live together.
There are people out there who think it's because I'm broke. Is that true?
I don't know.
Yeah,
you always complain about money, and I heard you say on this show once that your biggest fear is going broke.
That is true. That is true. You've been in Hollywood for years now.
Yeah.
Almost, what, 5-6 years
5
now?
years, yeah.
What was the hardest part about being a baby?
Probably trying to stay sober.
Did you have a lot of, like alcohol and drug pressures when you were a baby?
Well, everyone knows, like, babies in general are just unstable. And I mean, like, literally balance-wise. Like, why do you think babies have trouble walking? Why do you think it takes them so long?
Because they're fucked up?
Because they're drunk.
Oh my God, is that true? You're currently trending on #1 on YouTube right now. Congratulations.
Hey, thanks, man.
What would be the last thing you would do if someone else was driving a boat and they were about to crash into a tree?
I would attempt a backflip. Because I used to be able to do them, and I'm not sure if I can anymore.
Okay, let's get into our first segment tonight. This has been an absolute crowd favorite. Without further ado, let's go back to the Poets Corner. Hello. Welcome back to the Poets Corner. Tonight I've prepared a short piece for you I call My Everything. The club was hot and it smelled like ass. Plus I'm sober, so I gave the after parties a pass. There were even some girls who offered me head, but I walked out of Hyde and called an Uber instead. You see, sex is cool, maybe cooler than most, but sex ain't as cool as some buttery toast. Get to the house ASAP, that was the mission. I took off my Yeezys and ran straight to the kitchen. But when I got to the toaster, and to my dismay, I thought of the promises I made earlier that day. No carbs today, fatty. I'll replace the fat with fab, since the LA girls are fans of the abs, not the dads. But it was too late for me. I'd spotted the bread. And if I couldn't have a slice, I'd rather be dead. 1 slice turned to 2, and 2 turned to 3. And by the time I was done, there was no bread left to see. I knew when I'd wake that it wouldn't be fun. I'd be mad at myself when I saw what I'd done. But for now, butter dripping on bread that's baked twice was the only fucking thing that matters in my entire life. And that won't ever change. Even when I turn to a ghost, I'll be haunting the kitchen looking for my buttery toast.
Is that fire crackling?
Yeah. It's got a crackling effect. Yes.
I take this opportunity to say, when the fuck are you gonna get a new set, bro? Like, how many times do I have to tell you?
So
This
there's
is the set of Impulsive.
So there's news. The room will not, I don't think will change, but I do have news. I do have a couple guys out there right now who've worked on some signage. David, you've seen the mock-ups. It's really nice.
Pretty
A
solid.
cream color with black lettering. It's very nice.
You getting backdrops?
Yeah, backdrop.
Whoa.
And also some merchandise. I don't think it'll be, Maverick sized, but who knows, right? Speaking of topics of the night shift.
You're not about to do what I think you're about to do.
All right, so I've watched you since day one. I'm like literally about to cry right now. I hate admitting that. I've watched you from day one, all the way back to the Vine days, and you've had these fans that just love you. And you did some pranks, you did stuff with Jake that wasn't always kosher Mayan, but you never lied to them. You never lied to your fans, okay? And
I can't believe he's...
I'm gonna be blunt with you guys right now. I've been lying to you about something.
Yo, this is big. I've harped on this like 2 times with him. In private rooms.
I don't even know how to say this. I'm like getting flustered. I'm like getting shaken up right now.
This is big. Hey, you've been lied to. Oh, I can't be here.
This isn't real butter. The butter that we have available to us in this house is in fact not real butter.
It's vegan butter.
It's called Earth Balance. Once again, not sponsoring us. I'm in no way getting paid for this. It's organic whipped buttery spread. It looks like butter. It feels... And by the way, let's cover this. Let's talk to him about how this butter tastes.
It's the best.
This
Well,
butter...
that's what you call it, if not butter.
Buttery spread.
Oh.
It's
So
not butter,
technically-
dude. It's vegan. There's no dairy.
There's
in
no
it.
dairy.
Well, it says buttery spread.
Spread.
That's the point.
So I can't really call this buttery toast. In fact, I'd have to call it buttery spread toast or just spread toast.
I think he's doing a disservice by withholding the information. No offense, our buttery toast is better than yours. There's a 99% chance.
Anyways, guys, I'm sorry. I will never lie to you. Technically, I didn't even lie to you. I just kind of took too long to tell you. But I am sorry, and I do love you guys. Please forgive me. I feel shitty about it. And speaking of shit, let's send it over to Toilet Time with Spencer. Take it away, Spencer.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate you, man. I'm chilling here on my toilet, overlooking this beautiful view of my ship, the Alaskan Warhawk. I used to tour this thing all over the Mediterranean. This is actually a real image of it outside of Hong Kong. It's a loyal thing, man. That thing took me all over the world. This has nothing to do with anything of value, by the way.
Thoughts on that one?
I didn't see the clip. Can I get some context?
I don't have it. I have not seen it.
We don't need
it. Spencer's always the last to contribute his piece.
Man, I miss him. I miss Spencer, man.
Should we share the news that he told us today? Probably not, right? We could.
Yeah, fuck it.
More news from the show. Whenever I have him on, there's groundbreaking news. Spencer let us know today that he will be missing approximately 3 months of Impulsive. 3 months. Not 3 episodes, not 3 weeks, not 3 minutes, not 3 hours. 3 months to go on a 50-state education tour.
I'm gonna be honest. I would rather pick all of my nails off of my body, one by one. I mean, Spencer, we get it, dude. You want to change the education system, it's dope, but I told him, I think there's a smarter way to do it, man. I don't know if you need to do a cross-country bus tour.
I even said to him, you could still do a cross-country bus tour. Just do California, a flyover state such as Missouri. Shout out to anyone in Missouri listening to this. And then quickly to Connecticut. You've in fact did a cross-country bus tour for education. You didn't have to stop in every fucking state.
It's all you need.
And thank you, Spencer. And by the way, also, when I say thank you, Spencer, I mean quite honestly, fuck you, Spencer. You've ruined our fucking lives. And also, to make things worse, our show.
Which, by the way, we kind of not want to, but we're gonna have to replace Spencer. Thinking about having a female co-host. So
female co-host, maybe some that jump in and out, or potentially no extra hosts and it's just me and LP. We'll just have more female guests on. Or we'll put like a female dummy. Have we thought of that?
That's a good idea.
All right, guys, listen. Leave comments below on if you're mad about the buttery spread, if you think we should replace Spencer with a dummy, or if you think that babies should be monitored for signs of alcoholism at an early age. Tonight, I think most of you guys are here for the same thing. Adam22, we got a chance to sit down with the voice of LA for the newest segment of Menial Tasks. I don't really know what to say about it. We covered everything from porn stars, the state of hip hop, BMX, and he even talked a little bit about his final days with X. This was a really, really, really solid Menial Task. I think it'll be the best one we did yet. So instead of talking about it, I'm just gonna send it off to West Hollywood and me and Adam for another segment of Menial Tasks. Take it away. All right, welcome to another.
I'm rolling now.
Wow. All right, go.
Waiting for you to do it.
Welcome to another episode of Menial Tasks, where we do menial tasks, bullshit tasks with your favorite influencers, celebrities. Today, we got the voice of the fucking streets in LA, Adam22.
No jumper. Kendama God, rap interviewer, Mike's friend.
All that shit, and Mike's friend most importantly, and that's the reason why we're here on Labor Day. Monday, he doesn't need to be doing this, doesn't need to be working, but he's blessing us. We were gonna do kendama as the menial task, but that's not really a task that you do on the night shift. I'm gonna bring the trash out.
Yeah.
Well, he does kendama. Wow, light trash. Looks like you had some pizza or something.
We got a lady who comes here and takes out the trash for us like every night.
Damn, you rich now.
I mean, it just it's like $300 a month or something. It's like nothing.
Worth it?
I mean, they sweep, they take out the trash.
So this isn't the store, this is like your office or some shit, right?
Yeah, there's a separate area that we have to just basically be able to get work done away from the store because the store is crazy and crazy people go there and such.
Yo, let's talk about that first. So if you don't know this, somebody ran up on Adam in the fucking store.
And we killed them.
Pow.
It would have been tight, yeah.
You could have killed him and it would have been straight.
I mean, honestly, there was another, like, my guy had a gun pointed at the guy's head, so the guy definitely could have died, and this would be a totally different type of conversation, but whatever.
And he got fucked up though.
Yeah, he got beat up real bad. His face kicked in and all that.
He deserved it. If you run up in Adam's shop, you're gonna get the fucking shit beat out of you. Take the trash out.
What about these cardboard boxes, man?
Should we bring out some of those?
Yeah.
Just as a menial task. I'll bring this one out.
That one was probably, that one needs to go. Hey, and also, look who was here.
Oh yeah, so I saw you at that wedding.
There's not a lot of things here, but that's here. Do you think that should be one of the things we throw away in the trash? That'd be kind of funny. Yeah, let's throw it out, yeah.
All right. What do you think of Jake and Tana in general as a relationship? Are you a Jana believer? Or?
I'm not a believer. I think Tana needs to live her inner slut and just be a porn star or like let me and Mike hit or something.
What makes you think that I haven't already?
Yeah, that's a good point. Ooh, okay, I took a nice little shard off of it.
Do you feel like you probably could have got some money for that on eBay?
That's a pretty good point, but do you think anyone really gives a shit? Ooh. Fun story, and maybe you could show a super edited version of this in your YouTube video, but basically there was a guy back here for like over an hour earlier, just pounding it out. Didn't look like it got hard the whole time. And then all of a sudden he was just gone. I looked out the window again and he was gone.
Show what's going on here. There's a couple shoes, and then there's a bra.
Pretty big bra.
For a big old broad. It's a f***ing eyes-on.
Definitely got hit on Snapchat because I posted the video of the guy. This is real.
Alright, yo,
I hope I didn't lose my account. I hope I just got kicked out and had to relog in. Damn, I can't even take a picture of the Izod, bro.
How do I get into the dumpster and throw the trash out?
Oh, I don't think you can. That's a good point. You're probably gonna have to shove it under.
Put it right here. Yeah. I'm sorry to anybody watching this. I have no choice. All
I feel
right.
like we could definitely get another good solid whack.
All right. Oh!
Let's go inside.
Shit.
This is Team 10.
Now that we broke some shit, are you a podcaster, a YouTuber, a businessman, or a porn star?
I'm all of the above, Mike. I don't know. I gotta let my nuts hang. I gotta do all the above, whatever I can do. Like when it comes to the porn thing, there's always been a lot of people that have been kind of like, oh, it might be hard to get brand deals if you're out here slaying pipe on the timeline. I gotta live my truth. I gotta be who I am. I can't really hold back like that.
Or what was the first time you ever shot? What was that like? How did that happen?
I've only ever done Snapchat stuff, so it's like I've never really shot anything for real, although we have been in discussion about potentially doing it. But yeah, I mean, it's been like a gradual thing because like I remember even before Atlanta, like maybe a couple years before Atlanta, I went to this BMX thing in Vegas. It was like an awards show, and these two girls came, and one of them was just going down on me in the middle of the place. I'm looking around, there's people just staring at me with their jaws dropped. And then we went back to the hotel room, and we had a crazy ass threesome. We did a bunch of drugs. I remember I put it all on my Snapchat, and people were tripping out, but I was kind of feeling it, and like everybody just kept mentioning it to me. I feel like that was actually my first entry point into realizing that A, I wasn't shy about really putting my stuff on display, and that B, people would really, really gravitate towards it.
Yeah, it seems like people really do like your dick. What, bro? So we had you on Impulsive, and I was also on No Jumper with Banks. Shout out Banks. That episode was f***ing fire, bro.
Classic.
People love that shit.
Demonetized. Of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you about that too. But one of the reasons why I originally really f***ed with you and like we got along was because we both have a background in BMX. Did that shit surprise you that there was like weird sexual shit going on in the BMX world? Because the BMX world I come from, the same one you come from, is fucked, yo. Everybody's fighting. Like, that would not surprise me, but did it surprise you a little bit?
Definitely like came from a BMX scene, and a lot of people maybe, like the dudes that I grew up around riding BMX took it as such a point of pride to be in whoever and just being grimy as hell. And when I was young, they weren't even drinking and stuff. They were just like from girls and like hanging out, riding street stuff. And then they started drinking, and they started getting crazier and crazier with girls. So I definitely feel like when it comes to like the fact that I'm so open sexually, a lot of that comes from the fact scene? That the early dudes I was surrounded with just did not give a
If you don't watch No Jumper, I don't know, first of all, what's wrong with you. Second of all, No Jumper is like the way that underground hip hop artists get their voices heard and their music heard, and it's also where big name hip hop artists come to bullshit talk about what's going on in the space, right? Is that a good way to describe it?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely got in the game from primarily interviewing like underground rappers and like underground clothing lines in LA and different stuff like that, and then it's kind of transformed to the point where we built such a big audience off of doing sort of underground content that now bigger names see the value in sort of tapping into maybe like a younger, hipper audience through No Jumper. For me, it was always just like, I just wanted to make content, interviewing people and stuff. Like I wanted to be a YouTuber for a long time, and I didn't even really realize that that was what I wanted to do. And then it's like, I sort of just ended up becoming an interview YouTuber, yeah.
Who is the most overrated and underrated rapper right now?
Out of the mainstream shit, there's a lot of rappers who are really popular that I don't listen to. I don't really get what makes them so good and stuff. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, is like, I never have been into Travis Scott.
I don't know why. I knew you were gonna say that, bro. I have no idea why.
Talked about this before.
No. I just knew it was coming. I fucking knew it, dude. And I watched that doc last night.
Oh, I want to see it. Yeah.
That I knew you were gonna.
Let me just say this about Travis Scott. Hits. He's got hits out the ass. He's got bangers.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no denying that. Well, he's got a great image. He seems like a really cool guy. His live show is ridiculous. Travis Scott pops up on somebody else's track. I couldn't really say that I'm excited to hear what he's gonna do on a track.
Because you already know what he's gonna do. Is that why?
Yeah, I feel like I kind of know what he's gonna do. I know that he sounds pretty good on it. Like the London. He did great on that chorus. His voice is satisfying. I enjoyed hearing him do the hook on that song. I think that the hook was probably better than if J. Cole or Young Thug had done the hook themselves. Maybe I think Travis being inserted in there was exciting. But, it's like I didn't listen to Astro World more than once or twice. I don't really like, I don't know. It's like, and that's absolutely nothing against him. I feel like there's so many kids where that's their favorite rapper. Yeah. And I've been paying attention to his whole career, and it never really clicked for me why exactly.
What about most underrated? I feel like that question is probably harder for you to answer and probably has more meaning to you.
I mean, there's so many rappers that I really love, like somebody like Fat Man Key. He just makes dope ass music. I think he's just as good as Playboy Carti. Unfortunately, Key is like a big ass grown man. He doesn't have that same like emaciated, skinny little like Playboy Carti.
That shit's so hot right now.
Look, it's like he just doesn't look like a rap superstar. So his stuff doesn't really stream that good. Yeah. But to me, the music is just as good. And unfortunately, that's kind of where we're at in the game, is that you have to be both parts. You have to be able to make dope music that people are going to want to hear, and then you also have to be hot, sexy. Yeah. I don't know.
I seen you show a decent amount of support for Shoreline.
Love Shoreline.
Yeah. Would you say that they're kind of like next things to pop, like in California, or like who do you like in LA and in California in general right now?
I think Shoreline honestly probably have like the strongest wave out of anybody in LA in terms of like a youth movement. That's the thing with rap, is that there's so many different waves going in different directions. For myself, it's like, that's one thing I realized is like the year that I came out and then No Jumper really started to blow up, who was blowing up? X, Lil Pump, 6ix9ine, Smoke Perp, whoever, a bunch of toxic motherfuckers, you know, like a bunch of bad boys, crazy ass dudes with face tattoos and shit like that. And that was when I found my stride, is when I was like the fucking whisperer to the bad kids.
Yeah.
But then, you know, shit is a little bit more diverse now, where if you look at the rappers that blew up this year, it's like, yes, you do have a bunch of vagrants, a bunch of little fucking derelicts, but you also have, you know, Megan Thee Stallion, Lil Nas X, you got, it's not rapper, but you got like Billie Eilish. It's like the whole spectrum of who's coming out in the game now.
Roddy, but he's a little bit more put together.
Well, he's
not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, no, there's definitely a lot of like street rappers. If you look at the XXL cover, there's a bunch of like bad boys on that cover and stuff. But I mean, at a certain point, you sort of realize like who you gravitate towards or who gravitates towards you. And when I meet like the young like rapper dudes who got like cases and like face tattoos and shit, usually those are the ones that really fuck with me.
The death of X was really hard on you, and I've seen you talk about it quite a bit. I'm also friends with Matty Ziegler from Rolling Loud. Shout out Matt. And I mean, what was all that like for you? What was it like when you heard, and how big of a blow was that for you?
I mean, yeah, that was rough. I mean, that was just crazy as fuck to see, because X was like somebody that we were all friends with him, but then at the same time, like a lot of us had kind of like taken steps back from hanging out with him on a consistent basis, because he was just holed up in his home, just sort of working on music and working on his own, like, his mind, really. We all had witnessed that change of him going from this fucking nutcase 16-year-old who was just out there getting in fights and fucking everybody up, and he was just a fixture. Like, people don't know, he was kind of a fixture in the Florida underground scene before he was a rapper, just for fucking people up. And then all of a sudden, it's like he's got millions of dollars and he's just in this mansion. Just,
have you ever seen anything happen that fast before, as things kind of did for him?
That was the most mind-blowing thing, because literally his interview like came out, does whatever it does, it's got like 20,000 views, and then it's humming along, it's getting like, you know, 1,000 views a day, 2,000 views a day, and then all of a sudden 80,000 views, and he's in jail. So it's not like he could put anything out. He's got 11 million views now, but it's not like he put out a song and then the shit started blowing up or whatever. It was just people really just started finding out about it, and the shit just went crazy. And it's like, it's crazy because it's like it was this explosive like 2-year thing that happened, but it had such a profound impact on me and so many other people, and it just feels like he's like this ghost in the room that like people want to know about him, people have questions about him and stuff. It's like the same thing. It feels like the Tupac thing, whereas like if you were Tupac's friend 20 years ago, people still want to talk to you about Tupac now. And it kind of feels like that with X sometimes, where it's like it was this thing that's so hard for people to understand that people just end up turning to me, to Ski Mask, to whoever, to try to like get some sort of closure on the whole thing.
Last thing I want to ask you is away from the hip hop shit, is back to the adult front. So we've had Riley on so far, we've had Emily on so far. I'm sorry, Lena. Who's the hottest porn star in the game right now? And who would be the one porn star that you would want to fuck that you haven't already?
Damn, you know, I'm not gonna lie, Riley was always my favorite before I like met Riley and like got in the game and started to like know all these girls and shit. The hottest one, I mean, besides my girlfriend.
Are you tiptoeing right now?
No, because I don't even. It feels like, you know, I thought Emily Willis was super hot, and then I had a threesome with her and my girlfriend, so it just doesn't feel like it would be right to use her.
I asked her, yo, so she's up for hottest newcomer for the Pornhub Awards. I don't really know how I feel about telling people to go out and vote, because that means you have to go to Pornhub. I don't really give a fuck, to be honest with you. If you stumble onto Pornhub and you get a chance to vote, go for it if you're 18 plus. But yo, I didn't really know how hot she was until I met her. Like, I had seen scenes with her before, and I just didn't know how hot she was until I actually met her.
So you talked to her on your show about hooking up with me and Lennon?
She brought it up. So I met her at Riley's birthday party. She was on my shit in like 5 seconds, and literally we were in the bathroom, and it was off the races.
I'm really into the fact that you don't have any problems talking about this.
I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't give a shit. Not because I watched you and was like, oh, he can do it, just because it's who I am. I'm from the same kind of place as you, and so I don't care. When I decide to make a change in my life and settle down and not be like that, then fucking I'll stop. You know what I'm saying? But she hasn't been on the show, right? But she was like, I haven't been on the show, but I have been on the private Snapchat, and like went all into it and shit. And I was like, oh shit.
I gotta watch that now.
Yeah, dude, you have to, bro.
No, I think Emily is cool to me just because like we did that threesome, but I've never touched her vagina. It's like it's so weird to like bend in a girl's but with your girlfriend, but then not have anything to do with the normal thing.
It doesn't even count.
It like doesn't make sense in my head. Like that's so crazy that we did that.
I don't really know where to go from there. I think we covered enough topics. These segments are usually 6 minutes long. Just so you know, this one's probably going to be 20-25 because I'll probably keep most of it in there.
Content.
And people are asking for it anyways. But anything you want to fucking say or shout out? You're going to Hawaii, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to Hawaii like Thursday to hang out with the baby and do a pop-up shop and go to the beach and shit. But we should podcast more soon, dude.
I'll come on yours whenever you want. Come back on Impulsive for number 2. Logan's down, I'm down.
You should come on with when Emily comes on, and we'll just get her to talk about like boning us.
Oh, 100%. She can give us like rankings and shit.
That'd be super.
I'm pretty sure you probably will, dude. You're like an expert on gaming. I don't know. That's it for tonight's segment of Menial Task, taking out the trash with Adam22, fucking LA legend. I don't know. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Subscribe to fucking No Jumper. Hit up Adam22 on Instagram, and that's all I got. You got anything else?
Yeah, we're almost at 3 million on No Jumper and almost at 1 million on Adam22. So holler at us.
Go fucking subscribe. Back to the fucking best nightly news show in the world, The Night Shift. Peace.
I have a good co-host. His sister-in-law.
His sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law?
No, say it the way he said it.
My sister-in-law.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law.
My sister who's studying law. My
Wait,
sister-in-law.
He doesn't have a sister or a sister.
sister.
Oh, Tana
Oh,
Monjow?
Tana.
Tana Paul?
Tana, we
that
love
a
you, Tana.
sister?
I heard she shows up late a lot.
Oh, 100%.
She's a
So
lot
speak.
responsive
The
to
reason
our
he's saying that is because I went to a party this weekend and everyone was leaving the party and Tana was stuck outside the gate and they wouldn't let her in. And I said to
Tried
the
to
guys,
use you to get in.
she
Didn't
did.
work.
I know. Imagine using me, a C-list influencer, when you're a B-list influencer. And by the way, I said to the people at the gate, I said, do you know that that's Tana Mongeon out there? Let her in. And they said, I don't give a fuck if it's Julia Wright.
Roberts.
Julia Roberts. Thank you so much.
I was like, the sister of Orville and Wilbur Wright, the inventors of the airplane? Who the fuck is Julia Wright?
Made up a name. All right, guys, we have nothing else tonight. Who the fuck knows what's going on here? Let's just put it this way. This show is a show. Also, things are about to heat up. It's KSI fight time again. Woo! I don't even know what to say. Press conferences in LA, press conferences in Great Britain, the UK. I'm just amped up. I'm ready to do this again. And you got anything else you want to sign off
Yeah,
with tonight?
it's fight time, bro. It's fight time. So, yo, enjoy the show.
That's it for tonight's episode of The Night Shift, guys. Thank you for working late with us. Get some rest. Make sure you're ready for the next shift. And that's it for me and LB tonight. Clocking out. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.